now we need this on the hotbar so we can, oh. Well, the pig is dead. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more of our Ark misadventures here on Lost Island. And I've been trying to figure out what I've been wanting to do for the next video for a good bit of time. I've been having a really hard time because there is quite a bit of stuff that we have to do, stuff I need time to do, and stuff that we can do. So I decided to go with kind of a middle ground between the two of both something that will take some time and something that I want to do, at least for the future. And we're going to go after one of my favorite herbivore creatures that I really would like to try and use in a boss fight and see how it goes. Because I had done mutations on them long ago. I say long ago, but it was like last year. And just never got around to actively doing boss fights with them. So we're going to tame, probably I think is referred to as the most annoying creature, the Amargasaurus. Because now that we have a snow owl, this should be a lot, I hesitate to say easier, it should be better. Because let's be fair, Amargasaurus taming fucking sucks. So for people who don't know, the way you tame an Amargasaurus is you have to sync up your temperature with them with either fire curry or, what is it? Kalian soup, I want to say? Yeah. And from there, you hunt with it. You go around and you fight carnivores usually, and, you know, you'll slowly gain taming effectiveness until the Amargasaurus gets hungry, and then it will want kibble. You know, and from there, that's where you get a majority of your taming percentage from. Hello, Sauerkraut. He is very, very excited right now. Hold on. Okay, I think he's chilling out enough. I can work on this some more. But yeah, so at that point, that's where you get a majority of the taming effectiveness. Now, I'm sure people can see the problem with that of, yeah, if you're just bringing a creature around, even if you're helping it, there's still a high chance of it dying, you know? And a lot of times you have to do a lot of damage to... Oh, Jesus, we're so laggy. Hello, Tyrannus. You have to do a lot of damage to whatever it is to really get the taming, you know, going, you know, for the Amargasaurus. So, what we're going to do instead of that whole shebang is we're going to be using a trap today and kind of cheesing it, essentially, by using a Daeodon, if we can find a nice high-level one here today, and just kind of trap the Daeodon, and the Amargasaurus will aggro onto the Daeodon, shouldn't be able to hurt it, so we can control the Daeodon's health, and then just re-heal it back up with our Snow Owl. We just have to find a nice high-level Daeodon. So yeah, guys, I'm going to look around for that, and I'll bring you back in a bit. You know, I wasn't expecting to find a high-level Amargasaurus first, but that is... I guess just how it goes sometimes. Oh, Jesus, they're after me now. We'll definitely wait, and we'll come back for him. It's good to know where he is. That Amargasaurus shouldn't die to a Managarmr. Like, I would actually be very shocked if that happened. Alright, guys, so we have finally managed to find a nice high-level Daeodon to make use of. This is a 116. Now, I do want to stress that you don't have to specifically get a high level. You could do this with a low level. You actually could do this with any, like, medium-sized carnivore. It has to be a carnivore, so there does have to be that. But you could do this with, like, a saber-tooth, a Thyla, a direwolf, whatever. You know, as long as it is, like, you know, a caving-sized creature, you can do this with that. So I feel like that's worth mentioning. Daeodons are just, in my opinion, the best option, just because of their natural bulk and their healing ability, so they'll also heal themselves a bit, while you also work on healing them in between rounds of dealing out damage. So you're able to kind of do it arguably a little bit quicker, because you're not going to have to spend as long healing the Daeodon, you know, or whatever you use. A Terrorbird is also an option. I forgot the Terrorbirds are a creature. I wish Terrorbirds were better. I really like them. I really want to do something with them, but I just can't. I can't think of anything, nor bring myself, like, I can't justify it to myself of, like, spending, like, 2 weeks working on Terrorbird mutations just to do something with them. But, oh, hello, Mr. Cardontosaur. You are pretty terrible. Fantastic. I really need to, like, buckle down and spend some time searching for tech gigas. That's part of why I moved the second map in the cluster to Lost Island, because I want to do that. I really want to do the Renio Natha video. Like, using it today is, like, really reminding me of that. but I have to, like, do a bunch of work for that one and everything. But yeah, all right, let's bring this Diodon over to our trap, and then we will go back and pick up an Amargasaurus. I found quite a few high levels, so yeah. Here we are, home sweet random setup. This is essentially what this is. Just a lot of, like, random things put here for various things. Did I get him in the trap? Oh, I didn't even drop him. Okay. There we go. We dropped him this time. Okay, he's gonna go for that Maywing. Alright, let's try and fix this. I can't... Sauerkraut is, like, blocking me. I can't see. There we go. But yes, so this trap, I will do my absolute best to remember to link it in the description. There we go. Is courtesy of Captain Fat Dog. He created this a while ago, and it is super good. Like, there are other ways you can tame a Amargasaurus. Like, you could just do the general hunt, like, I was talking about, but I like this the most. You also can try and find an Alpha Rex, and if you bring the Amargasaurus to the Alpha Rex, killing that or using that will give you a lot of taming effectiveness. Not effectiveness, percentage, per time you damage it. It seems to scale based on the danger level of the creature, which is great. So usually, like, it takes, I think, like, one Alpha Rex or maybe even a Giga to fully tame a Amargasaurus. God, we could actually use a Giga. I don't think I'll do that, though. But, alright, let's go pick ourselves up an Amargasaurus. Now, they are all over the place. We pull up the map here. They're all up in the volcanic area over there, all throughout the snow, and then all throughout the rocky part of the desert, like, directly behind us here on the map. They're not in the dunes, but they're all over the hills. So you have a plethora of places to look for Amargasaurs. And they tend to spawn in groups of 2 to 3. So finding high levels isn't super difficult. So yeah, let's go pick ourselves up one. I think I saw in the snow adventure about 3 112s and 116. So maybe we'll grab one of those. Maybe I'll just swing over to the volcanic area and try and grab one there. So yeah. Oh, well, this Amargasaurus is with one of the 112s. Is that you? There we go. Golly, I've been looking for you for a good bit of time. Now, I feel like it's worth mentioning that the only thing... I know Rhinognathes can carry Amargasaurus, which is why we're using one, but the only other thing that might be able to is Quetzals. And I would have to see the dragway to really tell you. So hold that in the back of your head that you might be able to carry them with a Quetzal if you don't have a Rhinognatha, which is actually a weird statement, because I think the Rhinognatha is probably a little easier to get than a Quetzal, in all honesty. But he's going to attack us the whole way home. Amargasauruses have, like, a really deep hatred of anything carnivorous. So they will just be very hostile to anything that just eats meat. So be aware of that if you're also looking for one to tame. That if it smells a carnivore, it's going to run over and try and beat the shit out of it, even though it might lose. Alright, with us running low on stamina, I'm going to drop the Amargasaurus, give her a land, and he might go for the Rhinognatha. Yeah, we're going for the Rhinognatha. So let's pick you up. And since we popped a Kalian soup, he's going to be Cheel with us. And now we can sync our temperature to start the taming process. And this, I believe, will allow us to carry him home the rest of the way. Yeah, they're not going to really care about the Rhinognatha at this point. So that is an option, too, that you can do if you have, like, a low-level Rhinognatha or whatever you're using to move them, is sync your temperature. And as you see, we are now just... He's very calm, very peaceful, very... Are you a young man? Actually, I think this is a young man. Very polite young lady. Just look at her. Being very civil. While her spines are all heated up and ready for murder. Alright, here's to hoping the pig didn't, like, for some reason despawn while we were gone. I'm really hoping that didn't happen, but there is a chance that that happened. And I'm gonna be sad if that happened. Do we have a pig in there? We do, in fact, still have a pig in there. Fantastic. So what we're going to do at this point is try and Kobe this girl, into the top bucket so that they can stay aggroed to the Diodon, but they also won't be able to, like, actively hurt them. I think we got them in. So let's break this tree. Oh, they don't like being attacked by us, apparently. How strange. Well, let's get rid of this tree first so we can, like, get you all down. So you do have to be aware of that. Like, you can hit the Amargasaurus, but it will, you don't lose any taming effectiveness. As you see, we're still at 100%. Also, I feel like that's pretty good health. But it will, what's the right word? After, like, 2 or 3 hits, the Amargasaurus will just be like, no, dog, and turn hostile again. Now, you can lead them up the ramp. I don't know why he's choosing to be this difficult, probably because I'm trying to dunk him in. Yeah, that's probably what it is. So, let me get him all taken care of as we light ourselves on fire, thanks to the Amargasaurus' spine. Oh, maybe you'll get in there yourself? Will you get in there yourself? Do you want to do it, buddy? Get in there! Go in the hole! It's like Happy Gilmore. No! Why, friend? I don't know why he's choosing to shoot over this. Oh, there we go. That's... When he tips forward like that, that's kind of like what you're looking for. Now, unfortunately, the spine is going to be a pain for us, because it's going to kind of like hurt us as well. So let's get our owl on standby. You can be on passive maraschino. If we can... Now we need this on the hotbar, so we can... Oh. Well, the pig is dead. Okay. Okay, well, that's frustrating. Okay. I'm not surprised by that. Amargasauruses do deal a lot of damage. Okay, let's go find something else that we can dunk in there. I know there's a couple other Deodons, I guess. So, hopefully the Amargasaurus stays in there. Actually, I wonder if we could fit a Sarco in there. Okay, so I've got another pig. It's not high level, but the adventure for the pig made me find this. So, we'll have to come back for that. That's for sure. I love that I literally checked around the volcanic area first, because I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll find, like, something faster. And this was, like, the one section of it I didn't check. And there's a fucking max level. Okay, this pig is not as high level. It's only, like, level 68, I want to say. So, you know, do have to be a little more careful with him. Okay, now let's hope the Amargasaurus is still in the trap this time. Because that would be unfortunate. Where are my structures? There are my structures. The Amargasaurus is not in the trap. Okay. How do we want to do this? Because he will absolutely kill the pig. Like, there is no doubt in my mind on that one. So, let's do this. Let's put the pig here. He'll just vibe. Let's land up here. Let's go over and try and sync with the Amargasaurus, if he will let us. Can I sync with you? No, because you... Why are you big mad at me? Okay, there we go. Now we're syncing. We have fucking bugs being bugs, because... okay, no pig, no pig. That's my pig. Where'd the pig go? Okay, I see pig. Okay. Let's Kobe the Amargasaurus back in here. I love that I'm pretty sure I had it in there. And I fucked it up. Okay. I'm not going to keep you here while I try and Kobe him in. But understand that that's what's going to be happening here. Okay, one Amargasaurus acquired. Where pig? Pig there. Pig acquired. And now we have to get this pig in the trap. Okay, the pig is scared. I would be scared too of a sauropod with that many bristly bits. But you don't get a choice in this, Mr. Wilbur. See? He is just going to fight you. God damn it, you cowardly pig. I need you to get in there. Oh, here comes Wilbur. Come, Wilbur. Yes? You can touch me if you want, Wilbur. Oh, thank you. You're such a good Wilbur. Where'd Wilbur go? Ah, I see. So here is the solution I have to this dilemma, is the snow owl. So let's do this. Let's do this. And let's freeze you. And can he still not get in there? Why, Wilbur? Wait. He did it! Wilbur's in! Oh, finally, after 10,000 years, we can finally start the actual taming process, because this isn't even the taming process. We're just getting started. Okay, so we're going to tag him so we can see. Next thing we're going to do is also take a look at your health. So you have 2,000 health, so that is important to bear in mind, because we have a stupidly good shotgun. Okay, so 1 round of pellets does... Okay. Then this is why I say, like, you want, like... Oh, good pig, because we're gonna basically have to shoot, heal. It's not really ideal, in all honesty. So we'll just do this up. Let's get him all healed up. Thankfully, Maraschino has a lot of stamina, so this should go pretty okay. And yeah, as you can see, our Amargasaurus there is getting 2.7% taming per time we shoot Wilbur here. So yeah, we're just going to keep this cycle on repeat for all of that taming effectiveness. So I will just bring you guys back once Wilbur has successfully, like, done enough so we can feed up the Amargasaurus. So yeah, there we go. So as you see, after 8%, he is ready for a feed. So let's do that. Also, I tried using the Snow Owl for a little there, and despite doing 800 damage, it seems like it gave him less taming effectiveness than me shooting it myself. So I'm wondering if that's a thing. So let's test that this round here. We'll fully heal up the pig and then do up the damage and go from there. So that should be good. Yeah, I'm only... Okay, well, that also did 50 damage. Okay, I think it was just because he was, like, hungry. So yeah, actually, you can just kind of use your Snow Owl. And that seems pretty good as well. Yeah, like, this is probably going to be a lot better on us than using the shotgun. Alright, time for the long process to begin, though. Yep, I had a feeling that's what was going on, because I hit him, and I didn't gain any taming effectiveness. This can happen sometimes where the Amargasaurus just, like, loses interest in whatever you're doing. And we have to wait for him to start attacking at the wall again and re-aggro onto the pig, because otherwise we're not going to get any taming effectiveness. I can actually even show you. Oh, I'm full of lies. Well, he is also, like, re-aggroed again, too, so... we can hit you once more. Also, if people are curious, because we have to damage it like this, we actually can't use our own tamed one. Otherwise, I would have brought over one of my pigs to do this. And there you go. Another 5% on that feed. And yeah, we're just going to heal him up. Now, if you do this through, like, the natural hunting method, where you take the Amargasaurus around and just hunt things, you want sweet veggie cakes, because once he dips below a certain health percentage, I want to say it's 10% health lost, it'll be like, you can feed it the sweet veggie cakes to heal up the Amargasaurus, to help prevent it from dying. So... Alright, well, it looks like this is going to probably take about 8 pieces of kibble. Now, I am using the wrong kibble. Like, I'm using extraordinary kibble, and the... not earliest, the lowest tier that you really want to use for this is exceptional. Oh, you're just not getting any taming effectiveness again. I don't know why you're not this time either. Alright, well, I'm going to probably stop recording while I work on this, and I'll bring you guys back for the very end of it. So yeah. So while we're waiting for our Amargasaurus to re-aggro onto the Deodon, it's worth mentioning here too that this is very food intensive on your Snow Owl. Like, my owl actually starts starving out, so I'm gonna have to force feed him a bunch of the cooked lamb chops that I've got to kind of, like, re-bring it back up. So we can keep the process rolling here. Oh, did I see the head going? Are we actually able to tame? Yay! Alright, there we go. God, it took forever just to get him to this point, so he wants another feed. Like, I don't know why that one took so long. Alright, feed number 4. So far, this is actually progressing along pretty well. I think, looking at the recording, we're about 8 minutes into this, which isn't too bad. in all honesty. Like, most big tames, it usually takes about 20 minutes for the creature to food drain out anyways. This is just a little more tedious. There we go. Feed 5. Continue hunting to increase taming. Alright, feed number 6. Here you go, little buddy. Oh wow, already feed 7. That was actually super quick. Oh Jesus, helps if I actually get up the get up the ramp. Alright, well, one more feed and we should be golden with this. I thought that pig was dead for a second and I got really scared because I thought I was going to have to leave the area to get another one, which would reset the taming back to 0. But it should just be one more round of pig batting, I guess, to get this guy all tamed up. Girl. Hey! And there we go. Our first Amargasaurus all tamed up. Let's give this pig a bit of a heal, and then we'll pick up the Amargasaurus, because we will tame some more. That wasn't too awful bad. That was like 18-ish minutes, excluding all the hunting and setting up and everything. But the actual taming process was not the worst, time-wise. Definitely it wasn't great, but, you know. Obviously, this is with 3 times tame, and 120 as the max level. If it was like a 180, it would be a few more feeds and such. Our first Amargasaurus got 31 weight is good, and 28 health is also solid. Like, I would be willing to just run with those as a start. So that's excellent. Okay, I'm going to look around for a couple more Amargasaurs. I want that 120, for sure. And then we also got to pick up... Oh, I got to grab my meats from the owl. Right. But we got to get a male at least, and I want that 120, so we're going to grab probably at least 2 more, maybe a few. We'll see what happens. So, guys, I'm going to get to work on this, and I will just catch... What did I just hit? Oh, I must have dismounted. I will just catch you guys in a bit. Oh, goodness, guys. This last Amargasaurus took like 40 minutes. I don't know why. It just was like, no, I don't want to get any taming percentage. And it was stuck at like 40 for a while. But that gives us a male with 30 melee. I think we're actually good with the Amargasaurs. I was going to call it here anyways, because that last one kind of killed my desire to really hunt more. I kind of just have been just like staring and clicking for like 2 or 3 hours here just to tame them, which isn't like... It feels weird saying that's not bad, but when I'm like making stuff, that's not that bad. But I guess. But we tamed the 120. It didn't tame out good, which is unfortunate. We got 30 oxygen and 29 movement speed, and then we got 27 in a weight, which is like, because we got 30 on this one, 31, excuse me. If we had gotten that in stamina, I would be really happy. So we could have like 31 stamina and 27 weight. But alas, we got 24 stamina, which is okay. It's nothing fantastic. Amargasaurs have really good stamina. 1445 at 24 points. It's pretty good. So, yeah, we're looking at 28 health, 24 stamina, 30 melee, and 31 weight. So I think that's really good. Really, stamina's the letdown, and I'm okay with that being the letdown. So the final thing that we have to do before we look to head home is put you down. Goodbye, Wilbur. You were glorious, and we will remember your sacrifice and your... Well, I guess it wasn't really a sacrifice. We did just kind of put you out of your misery. We've just been tormenting you for like 4 hours. It's like Prometheus chained to the rock with the owl... an owl just pecking his eyes out. The fuck? But, alright, let's... Oh, I still have food. Fantastic. That's great, because I actually need food for the hogs at home. I also fucking butchered my kibble, because on the 120, I didn't stockpile food, and the owl just ate all of my cooked lamb, and I had to give it kibble so we could keep going, and that was not ideal. But alright, let's head on home. I'm going to check actually the Magmasaur eggs first. I'm still trying to get stats together for those, but we'll get there eventually. But yeah, let's check those, and then we'll head on home, and we'll breed ourselves out a baby Magmasaur. Not Magmasaur, Amargasaur. Alright, we got our Amargasaurs breed in. Okay, this is in fact empty, but I figured I'd also bring you guys back for, let me sort through all the pigs So you see, we are gearing up for the Deodon mutations. I have just needed to get food for it, which they eat so much food. It's insane. But, oh, I threw them in the fridge. No. I picked up 2 Magmasaur eggs, a 112 and a 120. So, figured I'd bring you guys back for hatching them, because maybe we can get some good stats. I have to actually double check my Magmasaurs and see where we are with that, because I've been procrastinating on building it, like building the pen to breed them in, because I haven't had the good stats yet, and I still have no fucking idea how I'm even going to do it, because the pools of lava here, I think I've mentioned before, are super deep. So I'm going to have to, like, ride on a Magmasaur and set out all the breeding stuff. So let's throw those 2 down, and let's see, maybe we can get, like, something super good, because I think right now Grappleberry's got most of the good stats, wherever they are here. So, like, I feel like I got a better weight. I feel like that's, like, the one stat I've picked up so far. These are also incubating, too. Fantastic. There they go. And we got... Oh, geez. That's a fucking phenomenal Magmasaur. 23 health, 22 melee is insane. Also, I grabbed the wrong Magmasaur. How's the other one? 21 stamina. Wow. Wow, that's really good. If I have good weight, actually, we might actually be there. Also, here's a Amargasaur child, too. Perfect. Look at that. Perfectly timed. All right, let's turn you guys off for now. And let's get our little baby out here to grow. And look at him. So cute. I love how the spines don't grow when they're children. Also, I don't really feel like taking you for a walk, sir. How about you try again? That is a fucking... double wide dump truck load. God damn, you're thick. Sorry, my brain, like, stop wanting to go for a walk. Why don't you want, like, a cuddle or cooked meat? As a herbivore, I'm sure you would love some cooked meat. Please? You're a bitch. I'm gonna take you outside so we can go for a walk, and as soon as I take you out here, you're gonna want something else. That's what always happens. Oh, wow, look at you. You actually do still want to go for a walk. So we'll take him for a walk. And in the meantime, I'm going to go up and grab, because we actually have an Amargasaurus saddle or a saddle blueprint. I want to say it's a saddle. And if is it just a saddle, I probably should send it through, run it through the slot machine, see if we can get lucky with it. It is a saddle. Okay, 82 is pretty good. I hate making Amargasaur saddles, by the way. For some reason, the Amargasaur saddles themselves, there's the imprint, need specifically, why don't we move you? I don't like the way your head is stuck. But they need specifically the spines of the Amargasaurs themselves. Like, if you go up to one of your tamed Amargasaurs here, as you see, we can remove the spike, which has its own uses, which is part of what's good about taming them. So you see a sharp keratin spike extracted from an Amargasaurus. Armor-reducing abilities are nullified after removal, but the core of the spike still contains some thermal activities. Can be placed into a sap tap to increase the production speed and quantity, which is really good on, like, official, like, for getting a lot of sap. We have no need for that, but you use these spikes to make Amargasaur cells, and ascended ones often need, like, 100 plus, and you can only harvest them one at a time. Which is beyond frustrating. So, if I can figure out a good way to do that, I would love to do stuff with them. But in the meantime, we'll just use the one. So what shall we name you? I feel like you're a tofu. You're a tofu. I don't know why. But, okay, let's get Tofu all raised up, and then we'll take them out and show off all of the Amargasaur's special abilities. Did I grab those I did. Okay. I got scared for a second that I might have accidentally, like, terminated them. I would have potentially cried over pixels. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I'll get these guys out as well to grow up, and I should double check that other Magmasaur stat. So yeah, guys, I'll just catch you in a good... I should fix my pants. I'll see you in a good bit of time. All right, everybody. Our Amargasaurus is all grown up and healed up, and I'm very excited. the stats that we're looking at are really good for, like, no levels, just an imprint. Almost 10,000 health is super good as, like, a baseline. And obviously our melee is a little bit higher than this. It is only registering that because we haven't, like, reset them since their imprint. And once we get a level or two, it will definitely change. So Amargasauruses have a really cool feature. Their saddle is really nice. Like, I imagine this is probably pretty good for PvP, because since it puts you on the side, it makes it harder for people to snipe you off of the Amargasaur. Especially, like, if for some reason you use it to soak turrets. I don't know why you do that. Their saddles are, like, way too expensive, especially compared to, like, a turtle. Or why you would, like, be on the back of something while you're soaking. I guess that's not, like, a golem. But their spikes are, like, their biggest selling point. You guys might be able to see down there at the bottom, we have it as, like, armor breaking, but you can actually hit C to change it. As you see, we can change it to heat spikes, and after giving it a little bit, we can also change it to cold spikes. And each of them do different things. The cold will just slow the target. I don't think it'll actually, like, permanently freeze. But we can right-click and then fire from there. As you see, it's slowly building up effect on the turtle there. And it does, like, little bits of dots as it's building up. Oh, it will freeze them eventually. As you can see there, the turtle is getting completely iced over. So you can, like, definitely throw down multiple at a time like this. So we can kind of do something like this to try and get the turtle to, like, just freeze itself as it makes its way over to us. Which is really funny in its own way. There's the turtle. Frozen. But you are capped to 20 spines at a time. So that is something that you have to be aware of. Oh, thank you, Diplo. You bag of dicks. I'm going to kill you now. The Ceratosaurus isn't even going to get the joy. Your ass is mine. The turtle. Be gone, turtle. So 201 to 211 isn't too bad for our base. And it's hard to really notice there because we're shoving them into the spikes as we go, but the spike effect applies to our melee itself. Let me gamma down here. I'm noticing it is super bright. So, like we said, we still have the cold spikes, but as you can see, it's like applying the effect to the Parasaur. It's making them slower and slowly kind of freeze. It will take a bit of time to do, and it's not as effective as just like throwing the spike itself. But yeah, so the cold ones will freeze and slow the target. Meanwhile, the heat ones deal dot damage, and it actually does quite a bit of dot damage to boot, too. Let's throw one over here at these trikes as we make our way on over, which I love. It's like throwing artillery. It's fantastic. I love it. I love it. So I love the Amargasaur. It's one of my favorite dinosaurs, just in general. Oh, and there goes the spike. So creatures can break the spines of Amargasaurs. So that is something to be aware of, too. You can't just, like, throw it down and then it's just, like, you know, nothing happens. So be aware of that if you happen to be using it. But as you see, we are, like, slowly starting to build up fire damage on them. That's what that 0 is. On him, too, apparently, over there. Well, there goes the Triceratops. But eventually, if you can get them to ignite, they will take a lot of damage. It's really kind of difficult to do because you got to get something that's going to, like, stand in one spot. But it's not going to, like, break the spine. Let's try and get this Parasaur. I will light you on fire, buddy. Get back here. You will burn. Fine, you can run away for now. But really, for us on PV, which obviously that spike probably has potential use in PvP. Like, imagine shooting them over, like, at someone, like, on a turret or something, or, like, on a dinosaur soaking, you're gonna light them on fire. Because it will light the rider on fire, too. We, I believe, are protected from it, because we are on our Amargasaur. Yeah, it's our friend. Oh. Goodbye, Dodo. But the armor shredding effect is probably the most effective, because you can hear it proccing there, and as you see, we're dealing more damage as we go. Like, substantially more. And I can testify to this from having done Amargasaurus mutations before. That damage gap does scale up. I think mine that I had done before, I'd only brought them up to 1,000 melee, but I think each hit was making it so they were dealing 20 more damage. And that had given me ideas that I had actually completely forgotten about until I was cycling through the spikes of potentially using these guys for OSDs. Imagine, like, having an Amargasaurus as backup for our Ark Additions against, like, enraged trike. Not trikes, Enraged Rexes, like, to really increase that damage. Because that's something I've talked about, is, like, the main thing that I wish we could do more of is more damage with our Amargasaurus sometimes to, like, really save the drops. As you see, it scales really high. There we go. We're at the max armor shredded, it looks like, of 264. So that's a 53 damage increase per hit, which is substantial. That's not bad at all. So yeah, I'm really happy. I love these things a lot. I just like Amargasaurs in general. I think they're a fun sauropod. They look silly. Like, I love the spikes. And I love how they got implemented into Ark. The taming method is definitely interesting. But that trap from Captain Fat Dog definitely makes it a lot less painful than it could be. But yeah, everybody, I think that's gonna wrap up this episode for today. I'm super happy with these guys. They're definitely going pretty high on the list of, hey, I want to mutate this. I actually might put these above Theres, because I really want to see how they do in the boss fight. Like, I know Theres are good, but imagine if, like, Theres are cool and everything, but imagine if we fought the dragon with an army of Amargasaurs. That sounds really stupid, and it sounds perfect in my book. So, guys, yeah, I think that's going to be all for today. Oh, also, I did manage to double-check my Magmasaurs. It was stamina that I had a high point. I had 24 points in stamina, so we still need a weight stat. And then we might actually start working on the Magmasaur project. God help me on that one. That one's going to be awful. But yeah, everybody, I hope you all did enjoy, and I hope to catch you all in the next one. Until then, oh, I forgot, you can actually hit space to fix your mobility so you can, like, run in a straight line. But yeah, until then, peace. I can't roll.